All right, what is going on, you guys? So unfortunately, Charlie cannot make it with us today, but we're going to continue on with Halloween. So today's topic, we're going to go into what should we be doing to get toned, to get lean, to, get our dream body. Should we be doing weights, cardio, how much of each, what the heck? So first, we're going to talk a little bit about the benefits of weightlifting, cardio, and basically why we should be doing why we should be doing it and what we should be doing. So first, let's go into cardio, because I know everybody's done some cardio. Even if you haven't done any weightlifting, you've probably done cardio in your life. I came from a background where I was basically a cardio bunny. I would go to the gym, not even think the weight room was something that a place I should be. But, the treadmill was comfortable to me, and I was happy being on the treadmill. I'd run miles on the treadmill, try to beat my time last time, try to beat my mileage last time, and I was a cardio bunny. I would look at my calories burned and try to beat that from last time. So cardio is very good, but it's not very good when you're doing what I used to do. So when you're staring at that calorie count and you're just looking and you're just trying to burn calories, that's where it's not so good. So if you're doing any sort of exercise to burn calories, you need to check yourself and you need to actually think about why you do want to achieve, what goals you want to reach and why you want to do it. And it can't just be for the simple reason of burning calories, losing weight. You have to really dig deep and think about why you do want to do that, and some other reasons besides just losing weight, why you want to do things. For me, it would be I want to get stronger. I want to know, have independence. I want to increase my bone density. I want to protect myself for the future, and increase my bone density so that if I do fall in the future, I'm not as high risk of fracturing something. I want to be able to pick up my kids when I have kids. I want to be able to pick up my nugget. And I just want that independence, and I want to be able to move myself into, help Andrew move us into our house. I want to be able to, be able to move things around if I'm home alone. I want to be able to pick up the big packages that come outside so nobody steals them. Anyways, that's my reasons. So you have to come up with your good reasons. I'm really getting off topic here, so let's get back to it, Amanda. So cardio is really good. So it's good for, of course, your cardiovascular health. Of course, everybody should be doing some sort of movement throughout the day to increase their cardiovascular health. And then it's also really good if you are trying to lose weight to just create a bigger deficit. So especially as your calories get lower and lower, you can increase your activity level, increase your cardio level, so that you don't have to keep lowering your calories continuously. You can just add some more activity on top of that, just as another way to create that deficit. And then, of course, at least for me, I have a lot of fun when I do certain forms of cardio. So if I'm going hiking, I love my daily hikes with Nugget. Sometimes my dad and Chloe join us. Maybe going on bike rides. Some people like swimming. That's not my jam, but if you do, that's awesome. Dancing, holla. I will throw dance parties any day in the kitchen while I'm waiting for food to cook. So yeah, there's so many different forms of cardio. And, you can just have fun with it. I used to actually really love cardio kickboxing. I used to teach it. I haven't done it in a while, but, it's a fun form of cardio. My cat is joining us here. And then we also, so now let's go into, oh dear, now Nugget's getting up. We'll see how long I can be on here without an interruption. So then the benefits of weightlifting. So weightlifting has so many benefits, which I kind of got into some of them when I was giving my big reasons on why I work out. So of course, first of all, weightlifting will help you build your muscle, which has so many benefits in and of itself. So that, just on a weight loss perspective, increases your resting metabolic rate, which is basically the calories that you burn at rest. So that's going to help the longevity of your weight loss. Oh dear. I'll be back. Nugget. All right, so Nugget is sitting behind me, but this seems to be a really good solution for what's going on. Cookie is right there outside of the screen, and Nugget's sitting behind me. So let's keep on going until there's another interruption, I guess. I think I was talking about the longevity of your weight loss. So how gaining muscle helps with the longevity of your weight loss. So basically, like I said, it increases your resting metabolic rate, the calories you burn at rest. So that's going to help the whole weight loss process, of course, because you're going to be burning. All right, take 3. You know what I'm saying? All right, so increasing your resting metabolic rate and increasing the calories that you burn at rest is going to help with the longevity of your weight loss, because, I mean, it's going to help you burn more calories for weight loss. And then also when you do get to the maintenance phase, so I think a lot of people don't think ahead when they're trying to lose weight. They're just like, I need to lose weight, I need to lose weight. But what are you going to do when you get to the maintenance process? So if you do increase your muscle mass while you are in the weight loss process, you're going to make that easier. And then you're also going to make the maintenance phase a lot easier on you. So that's how a lot of people kind of mess up. So they lose weight, they eat in a deficit, they lose weight, and then they just don't really know what to do, and then they end up overeating. Either they made a really drastic change, like cutting out carbs, for example, and then they introduce them back in, and then they spike back up, gain that weight, and then some. But basically, if you are increasing your calorie burn while resting, you're just increasing your daily calorie burn, then you can eat more for your maintenance calories. So if you don't have the muscle mass, you might find yourself a little hungrier at your maintenance calories. And then that's going to cause you to want to overeat, which is going to cause you to gain weight. But if you do have that muscle mass, you can eat more food, which will make you feel a little more satiated, which will make it easier for you to maintain that weight. So I love to give the example of, like, I'm now about 9 years into weightlifting. So 9 years ago, Amanda versus Amanda right here, Nugget's face, sorry. I'm burning more calories right now than 9 years ago, Amanda. So yeah, so that's that. I get so passionate about this because people are always like, how do you eat that, not gain weight? And I explain to them all about resting metabolic rate, this and that, and they've probably tuned out when I first started talking science. But I try to make it very simple, it's the calories that you burn at rest. Anywho, the next point, very simple. You get that toned look that we're all going for. So toned is not a scientific thing. You can't actually tone a muscle. The definition of toning is to build muscle mass and shed some fat so that you can see the muscle definition. So you're getting toned by building that muscle mass and losing some weight, shedding that fat. So that's that. I know a lot of females are looking for that toned look. Hi. So that's awesome. And then you gain that strength. So like I was saying, you can pick up those packages, those heavy packages that are delivered outside your house. You don't have to wait for your husband to get home or for your son to get home or something to pick it up and carry it inside for you, and hopefully it doesn't get stolen in the meantime. You can do it yourself. You can carry those groceries inside yourself. You can carry those 10 bags in, and your arms are full of groceries. All those things. And I mean, gaining strength is really fun. Once you get into it, it's it becomes addictive because you're like, wow, I'm so strong. And then it creates that independence. So a lot of these are really just the whys I was talking about. So it creates that independence. Like I was saying, you don't need somebody to help you move. You don't need somebody to help. Well, you might still need somebody to help you move, but you don't need so many people. You don't need somebody to help you bring in packages. You can maybe move a table around your house or something that if you're redecorating, you can maybe move a couch around by yourself. You don't need to call for help every time. And yeah, all those things that create independence. And then also the bone density. So it increases your risk of, fracturing something, breaking a bone, because you're increasing your bone density with the increasing your muscle mass and the strength resistance training. So that's a really big thing for us women, because once we hit age 30, basically that's our peak bone density, and it's all downhill from there. So it's really sad. It kind of sucks. I mean, it really sucks, honestly. But men have it a little easier. I think they peak a little, they continue to increase their bone density for a little longer than us. And then it doesn't go down as rapidly as us, but we lose our bone density a lot quicker as females. So that's definitely something that you should be like thinking about, and you should really start protecting yourself for the future. Because I know my grandma had, I don't know if she had 1 or 2 hip replacements, but she had a few hip replacements. So it's something that definitely hits home to me. And then also, like, just with my eating disorder, it's something that I think about often. Like, I actually just had my DEXA scan, my bone density scan yesterday, so I don't have the results yet, but hoping that it goes up, because, you know, I only really have like 1 more year or 2 for that peak. So, you know, fingers crossed there. But yeah, that's something that we all should be, like, I've been doing what I can to increase my bone density. And then it just decreases the risk for like a lot of major diseases. So that's a win as well. Helps your joints, you know, there's so many benefits too. I'm gonna go open the gate for my cat. Alright, I like knew this wouldn't be a good time to film, but here I am filming, and like literally the cats are running all over the place, Nugget's running all over the place. But yeah, basically those are the benefits. There's just so many benefits to weightlifting. And then of course cardio is very important as well, with that cardiovascular health and you know, creating a deficit, having fun. So I guess we can kind of get into like, what should you do, how much should you do, when should you do it. So typically I would say recommend doing like weights 4 to 6 at the very most times a week. And that's kind of dependent on like your schedule and like how much time you can devote to each session. So like if you can only do like 20-30 minutes, I might be saying, okay, well, we can give you 6 days a week. Then if you can do like an hour to 2 hours, then we can dial it down to like 4 or 5 days a week. And then there's different workout splits that you can do based on like how many days you decide to do it, but that's a long conversation, so we can save that for another day. So yeah, that's for that. And I always recommend doing your weights before your cardio, just so that you don't tire yourself out and you don't deplete your glycogen stores. If you do 5 years old, if you do cardio first, I would say like come back for a second session, eat a meal in between, get some rest, but definitely eat a meal in between, and then do your weights, just to make sure that you are fueled up for that workout. Make sure that you're eating your carbs, like we talked about in the macros video. Make sure you're eating your carbs, eating some protein as well. But how often should you do cardio? You can honestly do cardio every single day. Now, unless you're like training for a marathon, and I know nothing about marathon training, so I don't even know if this is proper for that, but I wouldn't recommend running or like doing so many hours of cardio every single day. Like you can do like 30 minutes, 45 minutes of cardio every day if you please, even an hour. And just, you know, make sure that your intentions are right. Like if you're doing it to create more of a deficit, that's totally fine, but make sure that you're not obsessing over it and like, you know, trying to create more of a deficit than you should be, I guess I should say. So make sure that you're just, you know, treating cardio as it should be. You're not putting too much pressure on yourself to like burn more and more and more, so that it becomes like an obsessive thing. Like that's not a good thing, and then we should probably just cut cardio altogether until we can get more in a better mind space for it. Or just, you know, focus on those fun cardios. Like I was saying, like take your puppy for a hike, like go find like nature trail somewhere you've never been, go with your boyfriend, your friends, your puppy, do whatever you need to do to like create it more fun time. Go on a bike ride, like, you know, do your things that are fun, not so calorie focused. So we do want to stay mentally healthy for this as well. But yeah, for cardio, you can honestly do it every single day if you want to. I wouldn't recommend doing like really. Now, I don't know. Are you counting walking as cardio? Like hiking can be cardio, I guess. I don't necessarily count walking as cardio, because you could do hours of walking a day, and like I wouldn't be too mad at you, but you do have to listen to your body. And if you are doing it for the calorie burn, then I do count that as cardio, I suppose. But basically, yeah, listen to your body. If you're aching and paining and you're like still going on runs, like you might want to take a rest day, or you might just want to go for a walk. I like to do active rest days, so when I am not doing my weightlifting, do an active rest day. Go for a hike. I mean, I do that every day basically. But yeah, go for like a hike, go for a walk, you know, all those fun things I was literally just talking about, or do some stretching. That's another good activity to do on an active rest day. So I think that that's all I wanted to cover here. So we talked through like the benefits of weightlifting and cardio. We talked through how much we should be doing. We said that we should be doing weights before cardio always, or if you are doing cardio first, taking that little break in between, getting some food, fueling back up for those weightlifting exercises. Cool. So we'll see you guys tomorrow on day 4. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize Charlie was here the whole time. Charlie!